Hello, ladies, gents, and everybody in between. This is your pal Wolfie coming back to you with another video. But this time, we're talking about the first official state of play for 2024. Um, there was rumors about this because there's always rumors about this. There's always rumors about a showcase or whatever have you. I pay them no mind because 9 times out of 10 they usually be like blase BS. So and I personally don't like to get spoiled. I like to just let them announce things when they want to announce them, see things when they show it to us. Like, that's my whole ordeal. But anyway, that aside, we're getting a state of play on Wednesday, January 31st. And this is the official blog, so let's have a look at it. State of Play returns this Wednesday. For my people on the East Coast, it's 5 p.m. Eastern. The funny part about that is I will be streaming that. Like, I will be streaming the State of Play, but I do have to work that day. So I'm just gonna be late for work that day. That's the plan. It's 40 minutes. Why not? So join us January 31st for 40 minutes covering 15 plus games, including Stellar Blade and Rise of Ronin. I am very excited to see that. Hi everyone. 2024 has just begun, and it's time for our first state of play. The broadcast will be over 40 minutes long and feature guest appearances from some of the most talented minds in gaming. Among many other updates, will feature extended looks at Stellar Blade and Rise of the Ronin, two great games coming to PS5 this year, and will give you a new look at at other titles coming to PS5 and PSVR 2 in 2024 and beyond. Alrighty then. So, you love to hear it, you love to see it. We're going to put a like on that. I can't wait for this. So, Stellar Blade and Rise of Ronin are among my list of most anticipated games coming out this year. The most anticipating being this little gem right here, Mr. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm gonna guess that we're gonna at least get another trailer for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth at this because I mean it's PlayStation. They tend to do this. Like remember what happened with Final Fantasy 16. Even though we had gotten all that footage and even a whole state of play dedicated to it, we still, even in their little state of play that they had, still had like footage of it there. So I won't be shocked if they do that. At this point, I think we're gonna call it a death loop because as they did with Deathloop, with the constant of it being thrown at us. Which I mean, this time I don't mind it because it's Final Fantasy. I fucking hated Deathloop, but Final Fantasy, you can throw as much of that at me as you want. So I'm gonna guess that we're gonna get Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, like another trailer or something like that at some point during this state of play. Um, it doesn't. The biggest omission here that I'm noticing is that it does not mention PlayStation Studios. So I'm guessing this is a heavily third party state of play. Because normally what they do, like that's just something that I love about PlayStation is they set expectations correctly. The problem is a lot of people don't want to listen or rather read that and take it into account. But they every state of play they all like since like a debacle a couple years ago. Ever since then they always set expectations from the very beginning, from the very like announcement of it. They always set expectations. So from what they've like mentioned from this blog post already, like let me see, yeah, the rest is just about streaming it. But from what they're saying from this, normally if we're gonna see something from PlayStation Studios, they will explicitly say including our PlayStation Studios first party. So it this I'm gonna guess that this is just a primarily third party type of state of play, which is fine by me. Doesn't bother me at all. I know a lot of people are in their feelings about certain things, but I'm not that person. I'm just happy to see more games coming to PlayStation. I don't give a damn if it's third party, first party. I don't give a damn. I'm getting more games on PlayStation. Great. I can't wait. So I am damn excited to see that Stellar Blade and Rise of Ronin are on this list because and that they're going to be the highlights because Stellar Blade, I don't think we saw anything about that since sometime last year. I might be mistaken. It might have actually been sooner than that. It might have been 2022 actually. Like whenever it was that the first trailer for Tekken 8 dropped, I believe that was 2022. So I think that was the last time we got anything like substantial about Stellar Blade. So the funny part was I had made a pre-post about the state of play, talking about what I would like to see. And one of the things that I said that we probably wouldn't see was Stellar Blade, and it showed up. I'm like, oh my god, I manifested it. Yeah. So it's just me being stupid. But anyway, um, very excited to see more about Stellar Blade. That game has been like since they first showed it as what was it, Project Eve. That has been on my radar. If you know me, you know that I'm always here to play any game that has like a female protagonist to it. I'm here for it. I don't give a damn what it is. I'm playing it. 9 times out of 10, I'm playing it. Like unless it's a fucking Souls game, then I'm like, no, fuck that. But um, this looked like a kind of like honestly Heavenly Sword was the thought that came to mind when I saw this, when I first saw the gameplay for this game. Just because it's like fast action, she's got a blade, duh, and of course this was before it was called Stellar Blade, but and it looks like fun. It looks like something that Platinum Games would have made too. That's the other thing. Like it looks like it's gonna be a damn good time. So I'm excited to see more about that. Rise of the Ronin. I am I'm on a teeter with this game only because I really, really love everything they've shown for it, and I'm really excited for it. But it is made, it is made by Team Ninja, which means it's one of those games where it's baked in difficulty, and I don't like playing games like that. I don't play games to be frustrated. I play games to have fun. That's not fun for me. So but they have said that this is gonna be like one of the first games they have that they're gonna have some kind of difficulty mode to it, so that people who want to just like me who like to focus on the story of the game can enjoy it and get through it without wanting to like throw the game out the window. So I am hoping that they're gonna kind of showcase that, what that's going to look like, or talk more about it, something, just so that I have an idea, because that's the only reason why I haven't pre-ordered the game yet, is because if that does play a part in it, it's going to be a game that I'm not going to play, because I just can't. I'm not here for games like that. Like, as much as I love Neo 1 and 2, um nah, I'm all right. I don't play games to be frustrated, and I hate Souls games. So that's going to be the only thing that determines whether or not this is going to be a day one buy for me. But it does look amazing. It looks like a really good step in the right direction of what I would love to see from this team. So hopefully we get a good amount of information, maybe a good way of sealing the deal for me personally. Maybe the same for some of you that might be feeling the same way. I don't know. Everybody's different, but we'll see. Now they say 15 plus games. Is that right? Does it say 15 plus? 15 plus games. I'm gonna say at least 5 of them are gonna be PSVR games, because they're really still. It's the anniversary for PSVR 2's launch. It's next month, so they're gonna have to find reasons, incentives to get people to jump into it. As much as I would love to get PSVR 2, I don't have the room for such a thing. Honestly, this is the only reason I haven't bought it. I would have bought it day one, but the problem is I don't really have the space to be doing any VR here. Like, we broke. We got limited space. So, maybe one day, should I find a way to have more space, I will finally get a PSVR 2. But I do love seeing the streams that that I've seen, like some of the people that I follow on YouTube and Twitter. I like seeing some of the streams they put out of these games, and the PSVR 2 games look really good. Like, they look like they're fun as hell. I feel bad that I can't really jump in. But I'm going to guess at least 5. That's my guess. Is at least 5 games will be PSVR 2. And then I'm gonna guess the rest are all like third party. From what, again, I don't really like to pay attention to rumors, but at the same time, I can't help it. They fucking show up everywhere. Rumor has it that at this state of play, we will be getting like the confirmation of Until Dawn getting a PS5 release, PS5 and PC, but I don't care about PC. The PS5 release though, that I'm very excited to hear if if that's true or not. Because they did announce that there's a movie being made for it, which is hilarious because it's a game paying homage to films like that, and now they're making a film based off the game. Like you, it's that's some shit. You got to know that that's some shit. So it'll be funny to see how that turns out. I'm disappointed that it's Screen Gems that's doing it, but it is Sony owned, so obviously it would be a Sony studio. I still wish they could have partnered with A20, like what was it, A24, and had them do it because they know how to do like, and this is a person that's not a fan of horror films, but I will watch a horror film from A24 because their stuff is actually good. So, like, I wish that Sony had gone that route, but you know, they want to have all the profits. So, I mean, can't really blame them. They are a studio for they do have their own company for all that stuff, so can't really be surprised. As far as I know, I think Sony's studios have hit like 100-year mark or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. So it makes sense. I still, if it had to be a Sony studio, I wish it would have been Columbia TriStar instead of Screen Gems, because Screen Gems is fucking horrible. They never, I cannot remember the last good movie to come from Screen Gems. So, oh boy. But that aside, Until Dawn, I I am hoping to see the confirmation about it if it really is true. And oh, I can't wait for that. I love because I fucking absolutely love Supermassive Games. They make like some like all of my favorite horror games have been from them lately because I love that kind of shit. Like it's always so much fun. Like The Quarry was one of my favorite games in the last couple of years. I absolutely adored that game. I'm still working on the platinum for that game only because it's a time consuming kind of thing. It's a lot of replays. So it's the only reason why I haven't gotten it yet. But it's still I'm working on it. I am still working on it. Um, as far as I thought I saw something about we were finally gonna get gameplay for Concord, which I don't care about because it's one of their gas games, one of their multiplayer gas games. If you know me, you know I fucking hate multiplayer, so I'm not gonna be paying attention to that. Um, I'm gonna guess that we're gonna get like another trailer for for Foam Stars for this since Foam Stars is coming out next month and it's gonna be launching on PlayStation Plus. In case anybody didn't know that, it will be a PlayStation Plus launched game. Which again, I won't be fucking with it, but I'll be like watching people that I know who are interested. I'll watch them stream it more than likely. Honestly, I can't. I'm gonna guess also that we're probably gonna get Dragon's Dogma 2 footage here. That would be a good that would since Dragon Dogma 2 like Capcom and PlayStation have a really good relationship. That would be good. I know this is a far-fetched idea. This is beyond far-fetched. It will not happen. But what I am dying for is the announcement of fucking Resident Evil Code Veronica remake. I need that. You don't understand. I hate fucking Resident Evil 4, so I didn't care about when that got announced. But Code Veronica, I need Code Veronica to happen. Sorry, my cat was mewing. I had to, but now here he is. Anyway, yes, I would. I that's honestly every time that I see some kind of game show or whatever showcase, my only thought is please let there be a Code Veronica remake announcement. Please. That's all I want at this point. You have remake and everything else. This better be the next fucking one or I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be absolutely livid because my favorite Resident Evil games are 1 and Code Veronica. And 2 like 2 remake. Yeah, I'll give that to that. I'm not really a huge fan of anything that involves Leon. But um Code Veronica was probably one of the is to me is the most underappreciated, underrated, overlooked Resident Evil game of them all, and in my personal opinion, the second best because the very first one is the best one. Um, but yeah, we will see. I really hope that that is something that happens. Um, but I mean, if not that, then maybe Resident Evil 9, and I honestly wouldn't be excited for that if it's continuing like the whole thing with the Ethan storyline. I know he's dead, but I mean how they're doing with Chris and his daughter. I hate everything that has happened with Village. Fucking hated Village, and I hated everything they did with Village. So I'm not really excited for 9. I love, and it sucked because I really loved 7. I absolutely adored 7, but here we are. Um yeah, and I Little Devil Inside. Is this game ever gonna actually fucking launch? Like this is I'm at this point. Is this game ever gonna fucking launch? I don't know. I would love to see it. I don't think it's gonna happen at this point, but I would love to see it. But anyway, I'm gonna guess along with that, there's probably gonna be a lot of indies, a lot of third party. But, I guess we'll see. What happens will happen. But I will be streaming it on Twitch and then posting that stream on my YouTube later. So I guess until then we'll just see what happens. But I'm excited. Anytime PlayStation has some kind of anything, I'm right there, front and center. So until next time.